in Panimal Institute of Technology, Department of IT, organizes the 3-day webinar series. So here today is the day two. In day two, the topic is cyber security for beginners. That is introduction to cyber security. Today's session will be hosted by Dr. P. Vigneshwaran sir. So he is having a wide area of experience. And now I request Keerthi S. Maran to welcome address the our guest. Keerthi S. Maran, you can continue.
So good morning to one and all gathered here. A hearty welcome to Honorable Correspondent and Secretary Sir Dr. P. Chinnadurai and respected Principal Ma'am Dr. P. Jayanti and our beloved Department HOD Dr. A. Joshi for giving this opportunity to organize and conduct this event. Today is the second day in this 3-day webinar series on innovative pedagogy and effective teaching learning. Cybersecurity for beginners will be today's session. This session will be hosted by Dr. P. Vigneshwaran sir. I welcome you, sir. He has completed PhD in Anna University, Chennai. He completed his ME in Computer Science and Engineering and BE in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University, Chennai and Madurai Kamaraj University, respectively. He is actively taking many responsibilities to nurture the students' community for the betterment of their career in professional and personal thought through his valuable guidance and support. He is having more than 17 years of teaching experience and worked at various levels and got good exposure in academics as well as administration. He has organized more than 10 faculty development programs, guest lectures, short-term training programs, and workshops for the welfare of the staff members and the student. He has chaired several national and international conferences. He has served as a resource person in various knowledge sharing sessions like workshops and guest lectures. He has authored more than 15 research articles in national and international conferences and journals, respectively. Many of the research articles are published in Scopus Index Journal and one in SCI Index Journal. Welcome you, sir. Now, Dr. P. Vigneshwaran, sir, will start the session.
Good morning to Nanda. Thank you, Madam and Sir, for the welcome address. I'm request my screen is visible for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, speech.
Sir, shall we start the session?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start the session, sir. You can start it.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I hope you all are safe and your family members are safe and in good health. My sincere gratitude to the principal of Panimalar Institute of Technology, the management, head of CSE, and Professor Krishna Raj for giving this wonderful opportunity to deliver deliver a webinar on cyber security beginners during this pandemic period. So the topic is given to me is cyber security for beginners. Today is the most important day in all our life because the May 16th is an international day of light. Light plays a central role in our life. So this day today, that is in 1960, the first laser operation was successful by the physicist and the engineer called Myman. So this day is a call to strengthen scientific cooperation and harness its potential to foster peace and sustainable development of the society. On this great occasion, with the support of Almighty, my dear teachers and my well-wishers, I'm lightening my presentation to you all for the one of the important verticals of Industry 4.0, that is called as cyber security. So I have organized my presentation in such a way that to understand if anybody would like to kickstart their career in industry, one of the important verticals of Industry 4.0, that is a cyber security. So that I have kept in my mind. So I have organized my presentations in such a way that first in the initial few slides it talks about what is cyber security and what is the use we are moving towards the cyber security, and what is the difference between cyber security and information security. Since when we are talking about cyber security, immediately every members immediately it hits in their mind the information security, that is information security and cyber security are same, and the importance of cyber security, various attacks and its attackers, and what do you mean by structured, that is one of the important attack in the cyber security, and Microsoft's 10 laws of cyber security and the various cyber security tools. To begin with my presentation, just let me play one video. Please kindly carefully watch this video.
எதுக்கு
Can you please tell me what you understand from this presentation in this video? So in this cyber crime where the Mailsami sir is a attacker, or the other member who is standing nearby Mailsami sir is both are attackers. So the reason for playing this video is this is a very in present day situations everybody is connected. Every user is connected through the network. So simply we can say we all are connected. I can easily say we all are connected. See, in olderest days internet, the growth of the internet in present day situation is it's exponentially growing like anything. One survey it says that there are in 2017 the growth rate of the internet users, especially in India, it is a 44%. Okay, why this such a huge growth when compared to the olden days to the new days? Now see, in this new days, nowadays and present days, ARPANET, that is our cyberspace, it likes thousands of banyan tree. It look like it seems thousands of banyan tree. Now why such a huge tremendous increment in the cyberspace is because of every year the size of the microprocessor is reducing like anything. The size is reduced like anything. The speed is also increased like anything. That is a one major thing. We are moving towards the all transactions moving towards the cyberspace. Now, present day in our cyberspace is monitoring and control the various critical infrastructures such as our power grid lines. We are talking about the grid technology. So all the power grids are controlled by now present day's internet only. So all these things, what is happened? No, so the information is coming like anything. Every information is very, very important for everybody. So now we are living in the era that is called as a information technology era. So in this era, every data, every piece of data is very, very important, and it is very crucial for everybody. And this is the growth rate of our internet by in the year 2020, the present year. See in this diagram that the growth rate, that is 70% of the Indian population. This is only for India. The 70% of the Indian population, they are moving to the e-commerce via the mobile. That is, by using the mobile devices, they are purchasing any items or booking their tickets through their mobile phones. And another beauty of this, 75% of the many users from the rural areas, they have joined in the internet community in the year of 2020. So this is the growth rate of internet nowadays. Once this is increases, obviously we are sharing the information to the many of other users. While transmitting the data from one user to the another user, obviously the security plays a vital role because we are transferring the data as such from one place into the another place. So as we since we are living in the information, all our information plays a vital role. So all these connected networks is generating the information and processing the information, and with the help of these networks also we are going to store our own data. Since we are cannot able to accommodate in our memory space to store the data, we are looking for some cloud also for storing our own data, and we are also sharing our vast amount of data to other users. Now, while sharing of our information and for storing of the entire information, obviously we need to have the concept of the product. Otherwise, it leads to the concept of attack. Somebody may steal our attack, so we have to protect our own information, while whatever may be in the form and whatever may be in the network size. Okay, why we need to go for the protection? Because this leads to the national security flaws. This protection concept, if you want to protect this protect of data, is leads to the vital part of any national security, and as well as also the economic growth of the any country. So the what is cyber security is for protecting the data, is not only for the data, it's also about all the ICT equipments. It also provide the protection mechanism or various techniques to protect or secure the various ICT tools. Now I am looking this cyber security in the two perspectives. One on the personal perspective, and another one based on the corporate strategy and the corporate level. So on the perspective level, what are the ways we can able to protect secure our own data, and what are the things we want to secure is, obviously first we want to secure our identity, because our identity plays a vital role. Somebody can able to steal our identity. Give you a simple example. Somebody can able to steal our PAN card, entire PAN card details and driving license details, and they can claim they are the authenticated user, and our data and our computing devices. So as I said earlier, the cyber security, it's not only provides the security concepts or a security mechanism for data, it also provides all the ICT equipments or ICT equipments. When we are talking about in another perspective, the corporate level, obviously it is every one of the one's responsibility who are associated in the particular environment, because if anything happened in any cyber attack is happened in the particular industry, obviously the reputation of the industry is goes down like anything, right? So all these things is came into cyberspace. That is, all the data is migrated from our own area into the cyberspace. So it talks about the reputation of the customer and the reputation of the organization. So to have the reputation of customer and an organization, we need to have the certain security concept mechanisms to protect our own data, right? So this is a definition of cyber security. So cyber security is a practice of protecting the system and networks and programs from digital attacks. Now what they want to gain from this attack, what the third party wants to gain from this attack, they want mainly they want to access our attack, and in the corporate strategy or in the corporate environment, they want to change some information, and they want to destroy some information. Why they want to do all these things? Because they want to get the money from us. Their 50% of the cyber crime is focusing only on based on that. They want to steal or get the money from us, and they want to stop the interrupt the normal behavior of the business process, right? Give you a simple example. In the April 2020, CTS got one ransomware attack. That attack is called as a mass ransomware attack. They have, in the second quarter, they have lost a $50 billion worth of money because of that mass ransom attack. So why all this has happened? Because we migrated, many of users are migrated into the cyberspace. So we are not able to differentiate who is the attacker and who is the normal user, because of that Kaki Chattai movie, in both a member, that is Mailsami sir, and as well as also the person who was standing nearby me, both are victims for the particular cyber crime, because we are sending all the information about us through any one of the connected media. We are taking our selfie and putting in the Facebook or WhatsApp and sending into the other users. Now, these are the possible ways they can steal, the attacker can steal our identity. The other form we can define the cyber security, it is a body of technologies, and it is a processes, it is a set of processes to secure the data and to secure the network, to secure the devices for making any damages or making any attacks, and as well as also the unauthorized access. So this is the way we can typically define the cyber security. So in this, we can also refer this cyber security is information technology security. Once if we come across this definition, obviously it immediately kicks in our mind. Okay, every user will think that cyber security is similar to the information security. Yes, there is no different in it. Yeah, so every members will think on that aspect. But the reality is, cyber security is somewhat similar in information security, only in the aspect of, see in this diagram, as this is difference between the cyber security and the information security. So as a cyber security, it also it deals about security of it provides a security mechanisms for various ICT techniques, various ICT equipments, and also for the information. So the cyber security is a combination of, it protects the data and various ICT equipment. That is, it provides a mechanism to secure the various ICT equipments like network, endpoint devices, our computers, our laptop, our handheld devices, and also the information. Whereas in information security, the information lies in a two form. One is a digital information and another one is called as analog information. So whatever may be the form of the information, the main aim of the information security is provide the concept to secure only the information, not for the respective device ICT equipments. That is the difference between information security and then cyber security. I hope who are all in the attending this webinar, they are very clear about the difference between the cyber security and the information security. There is a similarity. Yes, I do agree that The similarity is only in the word, only one word, that is called as a product. That is, it provides a security concept or it provides a security mechanisms. But the way how it is going to be product, it is entirely different. From that point onwards, the difference is going to be start. So hereafter, if anyone is going to say the cyber security is information security is different, kindly please make sure that there is some similar dissimilarities are there in the cyber security and information security. And this is a Indian cyber situation right now. We are the toppest third rank in internet users. From the year 2012 to 2017, the growth rate of the internet user is a 44%. See that 50% of the population is came into the cyberspace right now. And India is the top 10 countries to receiving the many spam messages. First country is the USA. So we are targeted actually. So our country is targeted. Okay. And with respect to the cyber attack and with respect to the cyber crime, we are in the top 5th place. We are in the 5th place. There are every day thousands of cyber attacks is happening in every places, especially in India. This is only for the Indian record. Okay, so since all this growth rate is increases parallelly, once the user is increased in the internet and the cyberspace, parallelly the data is also increasing like anything. Because of this growth rate, we are in the new another one new verticals in industry 4.0 that is called as emerging technology. The buzzword, present day buzzword, is called as big data, right? So what they want, what exactly they want from us, just I will play the another one video. Let us see. See the movie very carefully. சார் சொல்லுங்க சார். And if
फ्रिज मध्ये मास्क कावत मला नाही फ्रिज मध्ये ఎక్కువ మాస్క్ దేనికి
Vigneshwaran sir, kindly switch on the audio for computer.
పక్కనే కదిలేటట్టు పెట్టి
Else it will not be audible to us.
సపరేట్ గా పెట్టి
ஓகே, எனபிள் பண்ணிட்டேன். So what they want exactly from us? They want only they don't want they don't want us, but they want our own identity and they want our data. The movie what I have played is called as Irumbuthirai. It is a completely a cybercrime movie. Now, how they that movie describes how the attacker steals our own data with the help of some inducing some attacks in our own handheld devices. So, what happened? You know that one blank message is reached to the mobile phone. When you are activating, when you are opening that particular blank message, it look like in our end it is only a blank message, but automatically the Trojan horse or a worm or malware program is activated in our mobile phone. So it keeps on tracking our own entire information, including of what is the messages we are going to send and what is the messages we are receiving and what we are going to communicate and who are all we are calling. All the complete history it will take that, and from based on that it will find out the our entire information. So in this beautiful movie, the attacker won't call a person as a person. They call the attacker, they are calling the person, the victim, as only a by number. Okay, so with the help of our own mobile number, the attacker is trying to steal our entire data by running some malware programs in our handheld devices. It's not only for in the mobile phone, even for in our connected laptop also. They are trying to induce certain malware programs and they want to steal our data. Okay, so now, okay, everything is okay. They want our data. With the help of our own data, what they want to do, what they will do. Obviously, the 50% of the cyber crime is typically focusing on the concept of money, getting the money from the user. They want to threaten us emotionally. They want to blackmail us to get the money from us by inducing the various cyber attacks to the respective users. So they will identify the victims through different spaces. They will easily identify the victims and they will analyze the victims. They will do the research about the particular victim and they will easily hack our data based on the researches what they had. Okay, so where are our informations are stored? As I said earlier, the beginning of my presentation, I said very clearly, we are connected. So in daily basis, everybody is sharing our information in the social media, right? We are taking a selfie. Our employment information is there in the particular cyberspace. Our educational data is also there in the cyberspace. For availability of our own data, what we are doing nowadays, we are scanning the particular our documents and keeping into one particular folder that is located in some of the cloud devices. If we don't have the concept of a secrecy or security of particular data, obviously it is easy for them to steal the entire things. Okay, so where these are the various areas, our own every individual person's data is spread across the cyberspace. Though the major victim in present days cyberspace is one is a financial corporation and financial institutions, and next one is the healthcare sector. Right? So simply, they want our identity. They want to steal our identity so that the Avast trapping is very easy for them, and they can claim the spoofing attack is also easy for them. So they can claim I'm the authenticated user for the particular transactions or for particular applications, so that they can gain the access of the original authorized users. Right? Then next is what is the importance of cybersecurity? Now, this is a typical example how the cyber attack is increased from 1997 to the present days. See that the present day situation, now everything is increased, the cyber attack is increased like anything. In 1997, the simple malicious code and trojans are used, but whereas in present days, the banking malware, that is a malware malicious code is trying to attack the banking systems, and we are nowadays, we are present days, we are encountering the major problem with respect to the website that is called as a phishing attack is possible, and a Bitcoin wallet and a ransomware. Right? I will give you a simple example of all these attacks in later of my presentation. Now, where we are in 2020, the cyber crime, where we are right now, we are in cyber war, cyber warfare. At present day situation, what we have, why we are in quarantine period right now, why the so much of the lockdown 3.0, and we are expecting some relaxation with the lockdown 4.0. The major reason is the bio war is already started. I am looking this corona spread is across the country is only I am looking in the aspect of a bio war. China is resumed like anything right now. They resumed all the entire things from the coronavirus, but majorly all the top 10 countries like USA, England, UK, Italy, India, everybody is affecting a lot in this bio war, because this is one of the way they are shutdowning our entire operations for the, this leads to the down in the economical growth. And another one major reason why we want to majorly concentrate on the cyber security is now everyone is speaking about IoT. It's not only for IoT, that is Internet of Things. We also talks about a industrial Internet of Things. And now still we are talking about another one new major era that is called as Internet of Everything, IoE. Right? Daily we are sharing our information in the cyberspace with the help of the IoT. In agriculture, we have IoT. Taken any sectors, the IoT plays a vital role. I'm not denying any technology, but if you are not having any proper security concept in any of the technology like IoT and big data and bioinformatics, obviously it leads to the another one war, because the attacker is smarter than us. They can easily steal our information with stimulating some certain attacks. What IoT is comprises of? IoT is comprises of a small handheld devices. It generates the enormous amount of data on a daily basis. Now, every big data industry is working on those enormous amount of data. Majorly, there are 3 different types of data IoT is producing in a daily basis. One is velocity of the data. There are 3 V's are there in the data. In IoT sector or in the big data sectors, there are the 3 V's are plays a vital role. First V is called as a velocity, and second V is called as a variety of a data, and third V is called as a volume of data. The velocity of the data is called as the speed of the particular data. From that, they can easily steal, okay, this person is handling the transaction per day, this much amount. So from that, they can easily generate, he is a victim, okay, they can easily generate some attacks on us. And the volume of the data, what is the size of the data? Okay, now the next one, the variety of the data, that is the different data are available. It's not only a specific data, it is a variety of data are available. And next, to have all these things to the entire area, if you want to have a security concept or security mechanism, that we need to concentrate on the major 3 things. One is called as a confidentiality of our own data. Second one, the integrity of our own data, and availability of our data. Okay, now these 3 important services plays a vital role in the cyber security. So when we want to safeguard our data in the cyberspace, this confidentiality, integrity, and availability plays a vital role. Right? Now, this is generated the triad that is called as a CIA triad. Okay, CIA is called a C is meant for a confidentiality. The meaning of the confidentiality is we want to protect our own data for any disclosure from the unauthorized users. Disclosures to the unauthorized users. So usually what we want to do from this to maintaining the confidentiality, obviously we will apply some encryption algorithm and store it into another place. Nowadays, to be very frank, it is very surprised to see that nowadays all the viruses, once the virus is injected in our computer, it automatically generates the encrypted version of the particular file. We may think that that particular encrypted file is a original file or authenticated file, so that we can go ahead with this is our original data, right? So we need to safeguard all our data with the help of not only with the encryption algorithm, also to provide the confidentiality we need to make use of some hashing algorithm, some hashing concept we supposed to use. We may use a digital signature concept is combined with that our encryption algorithm. And second one is called as integrity. Now integrity is called as accuracy of the data. Everywhere when we are transmitting the data from one place into the another place, we need to have the same sort of accuracy we want to maintain. It should be a consistent one. The meaning of the accuracy is called as a consistent one, and those informations are trustworthy information. Okay, so during the transit, what type of attack is possible in the to affect the integrity? During the transit, the attacker can able to steal the information. Give you a simple thing: the man in the middle attack. They can steal the information and they can modify certain thing and send it into the other end. To overcome this type of integrity attack, what we want to do is, obviously, in present day situation, we are using variety of checksum algorithms like MD5, SHA-1, and digital hashing algorithm, secure hashing algorithm. Every hashing algorithm we are using it. That is called as a checksum. This checksum, and with the help of user access permission, access privileges, it maintains the integrity of the particular data. And the third concept is called as availability. So the meaning of availability is it readily available to access in any place. It is readily available to access in any places. Okay, so this CAA, it generates the triad, so that this triad which helps the cyber systems or the cyber space to secure our own data. So the confidentiality, we have to ensure our confidentiality with the help of password protection. One way we can able to protect the password, using the password we can able to protect our own data. But password is also it's possible to steal our password information, right? So for that, what we have doing right now, we are going for a two-step verification. One is we are typing the password parallelly, that OTP is generating into our mobile device, handheld devices, and we are typing the OTP, one-time password. Suppose I will give you a simple example. When we see in the Irumutharai movie, that one black message is reached to the particular mobile device. We open our usual habit is we will open the particular messages. Once if you open, after that only is identified it is a blank message. Once if it is open, it means that the particular malware or the worms are triggered. It is triggered. So it is activated in our own devices. It can steal all the information. Right? Now in this case, even if we have a two-step of authentication, that is a OTP is received by mobile, a cyber attacker can easily get that OTP and get it into the systems. So if we are thinking any sort of, as being a user or being a cyber security service provider, if we are thinking in any way of to giving the higher security, and the attacker is thinking on double the way to hack our own or steal our own data. So it's our own duty. We have to provide, we have to give them higher security or privacy of our own data. Next is integrity. As I said, the integrity is called as a trustworthiness of the data, right? Now, these are the variety of tools used in the to maintain the integrity of the system. One is a data correcting codes, and checksum called like MD5 algorithm, SHA-1. All these are used for checksums and backups. So these all are the integrity tools to strengthen the integrity of our own data. For the entire cyber security, this is our goal. So we want to maintain the integrity of the data. We want to maintain the confidentiality of the data. We have to maintain the availability of our own data. Otherwise, in this quarantine period, we are not in the position to work called as work at home, because if there is no availability, when the management is asking for any information, the principal or HOD is asking for any information, at present situation, we are not in the position to say, sorry sir, it is there in my my place. That is, it is there in office. I kept in the my home system, right? So to overcome that, everywhere, wherever we want to go and we want to have that information, obviously we need to have the availability of our own information. So these are all the very, very important security goals with respect to the cyber security. As I said earlier, we have I am looking the cyber security in two different concepts. One is industry based and another one a personal based. Now see the hierarchy or a priority is, when we are looking on the cyber security in industrial aspects, I can say the triad is AIC. That is, first is availability, and second one is integrity, and third one is confidentiality.
ఎందుకంటే తను ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాడు, ఏం చూడలేదని చెప్పాను.
I request the participants to kindly mute your audio, please.
బాగా చదువుతాడు.
Once
జగదీష్
again,
వినిపిస్తుందా?
I request the participants to kindly mute the audio. Now, in this, with to go in depth of in this availability, TCS is given during this quarantine period. TCS is given the information up to 2025. Up to 2025, in the year 2025, 80% of the TCS employee, they will be in the work at home. If we are not having the availability of the data, then how that will be achieved? See that this is the way the information plays a vital role. And whereas in the general purpose, the hierarchy, the priority is called as a CIA. CIA is a triad is different. That is a CIA. That is a confidentiality, integrity, availability. Now I will compare the CIA is equal to AIC. It's nothing. There is no difference in that. But in which way we are going to apply this security concept, in that way only these three concepts will differ. And I will move to the next one, the cyber attack. The present days, all the attacks are called as a blended attacks. Now, what do you mean by blended attack? It is they are using the attackers. They are very smarter than us. They are using the multiple techniques for generating the attack in our systems. They are not only in earlier they affected only with our software part, but present day situation, the hardware part is also comes into the vulnerable. So to overcome that, we need to go for many different kinds of security concepts, right? So this is a one beautiful information with respect to the attack happened in the Cisco in the year of 2015. See that Cisco is one of the major security service provider. They also found the security attack in the year of 2015. The attack name is called as a Syncful knock. The attack name is called as a Syncful knock. What they did is, why this attack is happened, they tried to upgrade their Cisco router, that is iOS router. The series is R184128113825. When they tried to upgrade their iOS version, they didn't check the integrity of the data. So this is the way we have to keep it very careful while downloading any software from the unauthorized websites. So they didn't check the integrities. See that Cisco, they didn't check the integrity. Because of that, the security attack was happened, and the attacker, they steal the entire data. They came into the entire communication devices, and they monitor all the activities, and they slowly infected the nearby networking devices also. This was happened in the year of 2015. So from this attack, what we understood is we have to very careful when we are downloading any software from a unauthorized sites. We can say in piracy of the particular software. That also leads to the cyber attack, because nowadays worms and viruses are, everything is there in the particular software only, original software only, right? We are not in the position to differentiate which one is an affected file and which one is an original file, right? So this is a one simple attack which has happened in the Cisco in the year of 2015, right? So malware and its types. A malware is called as any piece of software code. With the help of the code, they will steal our own data by bypassing our access control. How they will bypassing our access control is, they will slowly gain the access, and they can create the backdoor for the particular system. The meaning of the backdoor is, usually we will enter into the system only in the authorized way, but present day, this, with the help of this malware, they are getting into the system with the help of the backdoor by using the unauthorized way. Okay, so this one is called as a spyware. Spyware is, it is a one type of a malware. Now this spyware is designed to track and spy of the particular user. It acts as a spy, right? So once it is act as a spy, automatically it will identify all our activities, and which is given to the respective attacker. And also, it's not only for a spy monitor our activity, it also monitor what is the key we are pressing. The keystrokes also it monitors. That level it comes in right now. The spyware, it is comes with the legitimate software or with the Trojan horses, right? Now this is a symbol of a adware. This is a symbol of the adware. Now when we are browsing, immediately without our knowledge, there is some ad is plugged into our own system. Whether it is forced us to click the particular ad, or otherwise, if there is some cases, we can able to close the particular ad. When we press the particular ad, automatically that malware is executed in our system, right? And present day, a adware is also come with the spyware. So we have to be very careful when we are surfing in the internet, right? And third malware is called as a bot. So this is a symbol of the bot. Bot is called as, it is like a robot. It is like a robot, right? So what it is going to do is, it is automatically perform, it is going to be action. What the film, what we seen is, one message is, we received the message, we tried to open. So in that, what is the meaning of that? A virus is came to our system, we tried to open that particular virus, it is activated. But whereas this bot and earlier malware programs, it self-replicated. It automatically extracted, perform its own actions without any user's actions, right? And what is the main aim of this malware is, that is robot is, it generates the backdoor for the particular access, right? Now this group of bot combined together, that is called as a botnet. Present day situation, we cannot able to identify where the bot is available, where the particular host is located, because now, and present day situation, now this is in a distributed manner in different places. Yeah, attacker sit in that, and then they can generate the malware to affect the particular system. Okay, now this is called as a ransomware. Okay, I will come later with the ransomware. So ransomware is called as, is spreaded by the downloaded file or some software vulnerability. And next is called as, this is a symbol of the rootkit. So the main beauty of the rootkit is, it is a one step ahead. this rootkit, it directly affect the operating system files. That is, it trying to get the root user access. We know that once if we get the root user access, then automatically everything they can able to get. So with the help of the operating system information, stealing the operating system information, it creates a backdoor, right? And viruses and the worms and Trojan horse. So these are the simple some type of malware and malware present days, right? So this is called as a ransomware attack. Now the ransomware attack is, the very beauty of this ransomware attack is all our files are hacked. That is, all our files are encrypted, and they will request us, they will blackmail us. If you want to have your own personal data, if you want to have a personal data, if you want to decrypt your own personal data, pay this much money, otherwise your personal data will be deleted. So such a type of attack is only for getting the money from the user. So nowadays the ransomware virus is using for getting the money from the authorized users. This is the way the cyber attacker is using the ransomware virus, right? So this is the statistics of the ransomware virus in 2017. See in the FBI, Federal Bank of that FBI report is daily 4,000 ransomware attacks is occur. Federal Bureau of Investigation, that they given the survey, that is nearly every day we are encountering, the entire country is encountering the 4,000 ransomware attack, right? In 2021, now this damages the $6 trillion amount. Because of this ransomware attack, we are going to lose the $6 trillion amount. That much damages it's going to generate, right? In 2017, 1 in 31 emails are related to the ransomware, right? Okay, so we have to be very careful on this for surfing in the internet or working on the cyberspace. Okay, now the major important thing is, as I said earlier, the cognizant is also affected with the ransomware attack. That is called as a that malware is called as a Maze. The attack name is called as a Maze ransomware. Because of this has happened in the April 2020, recently, right? It was discovered in 2019 only. Okay, in the Mumbai in the New Jersey headquarters CTS, it is on one Saturday it is affected with the ransomware Maze ransomware attack. Because of that attack, they lost nearly $50 billion money because of this attack only, right? So next one is man in the middle attack. Man in the middle attack. So what has happened man in the middle attack? What we seen in the simple example give you what we seen in the particular movie. The movie, it receives that mobile, it receives one blank message. We tried it to open that particular we opened the particular message, then automatically the worms or a bot is spreaded in our entire computing devices. Then whatever the information, whatever the phone call we are making from one place to another place, all the informations they can able to get it. And what are the messages we are going to pass, they can able to receive our own information. Even one step forward, they can block any messages. They can block any messages which is sent by somebody, right? So the main aim of this man in the middle attack is they want to steal our financial information. Now this Irumbuthirai movie, it is a well-known attack. That attack name is called as a man in the middle attack. With the help of that man in the middle attack, they stolen all the financial informations of the particular users. Nearly they have forged 10,000 users, and then they got the 600 crore money from that meet in the middle attack. So this is the way a meet in the middle attack is going to happen, right? Slowly I will run the movie. After rectifying my mistake, I will run the movie, then you will get to know how it is affected. And and the present day is man in the mobile attack. It is called as MITMO. It is called as a MITMO. So its mobile is also vulnerable for the particular device. What they want to do is, now this is one important virus, that the virus name is called as a GS. Now this virus is generated for, it is used to attack the mobile device. That is well known for the man in the mobile. Now let's see what is called as MITMO. That is a GS attack. See, in the GS virus is a Trojan malware. It is a one form of a malicious software. So what it is going to do? It create the botnet. It create the botnet. So it means that it is a self-replicating it. It is the nature of the self-replicating it. How it is going to be infect? By using the spam messages and by using some downloads. Right. So how we want to protect our system? It is a let me see. Now what we want to do is, how to protect ourselves. We want to prevent this virus for safely internet practices. By using the safe internet practices, we can able to overcome these malwares. That is, especially we should not download any freeware from the unauthorized websites. It spreads across the systems only the downloads. Okay. Now what it is going to do is, it majorly affect on the Microsoft Windows, Microsoft product, majorly affect the Microsoft product. Right. Okay. So because of this, we have to very careful in that to handle the data in the cyberspace. Right. Next attack is called as a social engineering attack. Now this social engineering attack is it is manipulate the individuals to performing any unauthorized access. It triggering some unauthorized access. Okay, these are the some attacks. One is a pretexting, tailgating, something for something, and phishing is one of the well-known attack for the social engineering. Now, what is a pretexting? Pretexting is, if attacker is trying to steal our own data, before that, to have the confirmation whether it is our own attack, our own data or not, they will ask us to force us to press or do some actions. So based on that action, they will identify the authentication of the particular data. Then based on that, they will steal it. Okay. Now this is the phishing. Now this is called as a phishing. Okay. Now attacker is silently monitoring the activities of the every user, because all the places we are using the phone calls, we are receiving the phone calls, there is no restricted place only to access the particular phone call. Everywhere, even in the walking or even in a bathroom also, we are accessing the particular phone calls. And unsafe browsing and unsafe of oversharing on the social networks. All these things are creating the phishing attack. Okay, so what they will do is, this is a stages of the social engineering attack. They will select the victim. So based on this category, they will select the victim, and then they will see the they will research on us and develop the relationship as, and then they will exploit the particular they will generate the attacks. Okay, so these are something related to the social engineering attacks. And DOS attacks, we very well know it is a denial of service attack. So when we encounter the denial of service attack, obviously we will follow. We will encounter all these things, the degradation of the network performance, and when we try to access the particular website, the website access is very, very slow, and sometimes we could not be able to access the particular website. That is also one type of denial of service. And as I said earlier, even the attacker can able to stop any messages from our mobile. So that is also one type of denial of service attack. Next is called as distributed denial of service attack. That is also a one kind of a cyber security attack. In this, a botnet is plays a vital role. What they do is, this botnet is affect the entire system. It will generate the zombies. So that zombies, it automatically affect the nearby system. So it keep on affect the entire systems, so that the entire in particular organization, the entire systems is stolen, right? And SEO poisoning. So what they are going to do in the SEO poisoning is they want to generate a higher ranking for the malicious attack. The attacker is very smarter than us, so they use some search engine optimization tools for making this malicious website in the to appear in the higher rank, so that we can browse on that particular website and we will give entire information, so that they can steal the particular data, right? So these are the possible ways the blended attacks has happened: the spam email, instant messages, and distributed denial of services with phishing emails, right? In 2019, 69% of the corporate firms are affected with the cyber attacks, especially in India, right? This survey is happened. And next, in every day, in every minute, 1852 cyber attack hit in India for every minute in the last day, that is in 2017. The Times of India survey, it says that 1852 cyber attacks hits in India. That's why we are the top fifth place to for the cyber attack, right? Why is this happen? Because the attack is increasing like anything. In 1990s, in a day we are getting the attack, but see in this today's presentation, every second we are getting the attack, because our systems are compromised. We all are connected. Because of that, we are sharing of information. That entire information is hacked, right? So many of the organization is they are affecting many security attacks. Like 50% is a phishing and social engineering attack. That is a 50% of organization. In 2017, they have find out these different attacks, right? Now, the financial and insurance. In the financial and insurance corporation, there are the three major attacks are possible. One is a denial of service attack, and another one web application attacks, and the payment card skimming attack. Every day, that is 998 incidents are happened, and out of that, 471 are data disclosure attack. That is 71 credentials are compromised, and 12% are based on the payment, and 9% is based on the personal data, right? In this, a 94% is on an external attack and 6% is on an internal attacker. It is very, very difficult to define who are all the internal attackers, right? Next, a type of attacker. I think the time is 12:15. Give me another 15 minutes of a time. By 12:30, I will complete my entire presentation. The types of attacker, in general way, we can say there are two types of attackers. One is outsider attackers and insider attackers. Outsider attackers we can easily identify, but insider attackers, our own employees, they are all called as insider attacks. Some of our own employees are called as insider attacks. Say for an example, if somebody is fired by the top management people, they may act as an insider attacker, right? We have to very careful on this insider attacker is because of they completely knew our organization structure, and they also knew the database structures. What we want to do, if we want to stop the hacker, we have to we have to think like as a hacker. Then only it is possible to stop the hacking, right? So white hat hackers, there are the three different types of hackers are there. One is a white hat hackers, second one a black hat hackers, and third one a gray hat hackers. The white hat hackers are good hacker, that is a ethical hacker. What they will do is they will always trying to protect our systems. A black hat hackers, they are trying to access our own system with some unauthorized users. They are generating the attacks. Now the responsibility of the white hat hackers, they will protect our own systems so that all our services are running in the proper manner. So that is the responsibility of the white hat hackers. Now, present day, the many of the organizations are hiring the cyber security attacker for this role that is called as a white hat hackers, right? These are the some of the well-known influential white hat hackers. There are the 10 hackers are there, right? Sir, if you have a question like this, okay, now I want to get into the cyber security. In which are the companies are focusing on the cyber security? Now, the computer and network security companies, nowadays, government and federal agencies are looking for the people, especially in the cyber security, and the financial and consulting forums, and we can act as a self-aware consultant, so that these are the major potential employees looking for the people who is working to establish the security on the cyberspace, right? The median salary of a particular cyber security professionals. What is their role? Their role is we want to identify the weaknesses, and we have to act as an intelligent. We need to improve the security concept, right? So these are the roles, certain roles of the cyber developers. What is the qualification is essential for that? It is a normal qualification. Computer science engineering, if any information technology professionals or any information security professionals, and if any students having a mathematical knowledge, right? Apart from, we have to complete any one of these certifications, then it is easy for us to get into the cyber security jobs. Now, I have completed my course on CompTIA Security Plus and CISSP certification courses. Now, soon I will appear for the examinations for Cyber Security Plus and as well as also the CISS examination, right? So, these all are some of the familiar white hat attackers. Tim Berners-Lee is the founder of World Wide Consortium. And Jeff Moss, he is the first person founded the Black Hat Hacker, and he is the owner of the DEF CON computer security conferences. And then Don Dembski is a chief scientist operator. He found the first fatal flaw in DNS attack. What do you mean by fatal flaw? Fatal flaw is with the help of some unauthorized request messages to the DNS server to send the data to the unauthorized users. That is to redirect the messages to the unauthorized users. That is called as a fatal flaw in DNS. He was the first person found the fatal flaw in DNS system. And Mark Mifred, he discovered the first vulnerability in the Microsoft software, right? So these are the variety of hackers: a red hat hackers, a blue hat hackers, and a green hat hackers, and a black hat hackers, right? These are the different types of cyber security attacks. Who are all the cyber players and what is their motives? There are the four major players. One is a cyber criminals, cyber terrorist, cyber espionage, and cyber hacktivist. Who is a cyber criminal? They want to get the money. They want to steal some data. Those members are called as a cyber criminals. Whereas cyber terrorists and cyber hacktivists, they are influenced with the political power. With that political power, they want to access our own infrastructures with some unauthorized way, right? So we are now. I'm pausing my presentation right now. Skipping certain presentation. I'm sorry because of due to the time delay. The 10 laws of cyber security. If we are asking someone to run your program on your computer, the next minute onward that computer is not your computer. Then if you are asking somebody to alter certain things in the operating system, from that moment onwards, that your system is not your computer, it's their computer. And because of this physical access, unrestricted physical access, our computer is obviously not our own computer. And then the foremost important thing is, if we are asking anybody to upload our files into in our website, obviously from that moment onwards, that website is not our website, right? And absolutely, that there is no secrecy. We cannot able to maintain any secrecy. The meaning of anonymity is called as a secrecy. Absolute secrecy isn't practical. It's not a practical, because in the real world we have cultivated in such a way, we are revealing our own information to somebody else. Okay, so we have to stop our own revealing of that information. And foremost important things of Microsoft 10 laws of cyber security, the technology is not going to give the solution for everything. We can use the technology, but this technology is not giving for any solution, or it is not the end for the particular attack, right? These are the varieties of tools are there. One is called as a Wireshark. Wireshark is a freeware, we can make use of it. It is a network protocol analyzer. So with the help of that, we can analyze the protocol. So what we can able to do in the Wireshark is, we can capture the live image, live video, and we can analyze in the offline, right? And another one is called as Nmap. Nmap is a port scanning tool, cybersecurity tool. And Snart is an open software for educational purposes. We can able to use all these things. For demo purpose also, we can able to use all these things. And GNUP is an open source for encrypting and generating the digital signature. And Webroot is especially used in the cloud based platform. Okay, so when we want to have the production, it is not a freeware. When we want to have the production, safeguard our own data in the cloud, so we will make use of this Webroot. So because the Webroot will give the real-time production of our own data, right? The 5 major personalities interested in cyber security. One is the problem solver. If anybody is having a problem solving capability, obviously they are the very good critical thinker. In the cyber security forum, they are inviting them for the role of the incident responder. The role of the incident responder. That is, the meaning of the incident responder is called as intrusion detection concept. They are maintaining the, or they are developing the intrusion detection concept, right? And second personality is the quick learners, the self learners. Okay, the self learners, the big opportunity is a cyber architect, because they are very curious about what they are learning, and they can work in any pressure. So they can easily develop the security architecture. They can easily develop any mechanism. And the Avengers, they can easily protect our own data. So the major role they can, if anyone is having the capability of Avenger, that is, they can if they will complete any of the cyber security course, the role they can play is cyber security engineers. These are the role is present day is open for everybody right now. And teachers, in our own professionals, we can able to act as a consultant. If we complete any one of the courses in any IT corporate, in a corporate environment and a corporate sector, we can able to act as a cyber security consultant and enthusiastic. They can use the penetration tester. What they are doing in the cyber security, if any system is affected with the cyber attack, what they are going to do is, first they will use a penetration testing and vulnerability testing for identifying what is the type of attack. Now, any person with these characteristics, they can get this opportunity of the penetration tester, right? These are the most cities for cyber security job. All the cities in India, it's the most wanted job and present day situation. Now I will slowly I will go through the slide very faster. Okay. Now, what is a major challenge with respect to the cyber security HR professionals? As a human resource with respect to the cyber security, the major thing is the shortage of the people. who have the knowledge in the cyber security is very less. So what they want to do is, we people, that many of the engineering colleges present day is autonomous. Now what they want to do is, I'm requesting those who are in autonomous institutions, who are from the autonomous institution, please kindly develop a syllabus with respect to the cyber security and generate a many students with respect to cultivate the students with respect to the cyber security professionals. Because at present situation, there is no courses offered by offered in India, and only we are having the MOOC courses. And as a HR perspective, these are the three ways they are expecting the people good in knowledge of these three areas, especially in the cyber security space. One is on a system area, another one is on a network area, and third one is an analysis area. What we want to do, we have to ask, being a teacher and being a educationalist, what we want to do is, from the education sector, we have to understand the market needs. Then only it is easy for us to understand how we can able to cultivate our students. And next, what we want to do is, we need to align with the align the students with the future expectations. Then we have to prepare our students for the take up of any challenging roles. Right? In 2025, what we are expecting? We are in the line of smart city solutions. We are looking for the smart city solutions, because as our prime minister is speaking about from long back, he is talking about a digital India. Right? Now, smart city solutions. What do you mean by smart city solutions? That smart city, they want to bring all the things with respect to the artificial intelligence and machine learning concept to cultivate the entire things with respect to intelligence way. That is called as smart city solutions, right? So in this, what are the areas are majorly focusing on this? All the decisions are focusing on the artificial intelligence or machine learning influenced one. Okay, so we are moving ahead of this smart city solutions. In another couple of years, we will reach this target. And parallelly also, as per the survey stating that in India there are the huge number of openings are there in with respect to the cyber security job seekers, cyber security jobs. So it's our duty to cultivate our students or to promote our students in towards of this, to gain the knowledge of cyber security. Once again, if we want to stop a hacker, obviously we want to have the mind of the particular hacker. Then only it is easy for us to stop all our attacks. Now this is my YouTube channel. Kindly please follow on this my YouTube channel to get update on this cyber security attack. Thank you. Just I will run the movie. Let's please check whether his audio is coming or not, so that I can finish the entire thing. This is the movie from Kutram 23. Now, this movie is well-known, one of the major attack with respect to the bioinformatics attack. Are you getting my voice? So are you Hello. Sorry, I think so. Still, audio is not rectified in my system. I think so. So many of the members is sending messages like audio is not visible. You are not able to get my audio. I'm sorry. Please, I'm requesting you to kindly please see the movie on Irumbuthrai. It's completely of cyber crime related, and this movie, especially in the time period of Kutram 23, in the time period of 1 hour 50 minutes. If you move in that, you will get a crime which is related to the biomedical related crime. That is with respect of unauthorized users spams, they have interchange rate. So that is a movie of that particular Kutram 23, right? I hope I have covered all my presentation, but due to some time limit, I have rushed through my presentation, but many of them is requested for my presentation also. I will share my presentation to Krishna sir, so that it will easy for you to receive the entire presentation. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for this opportunity. Now the forum is open for any queries.
Naming will be different. Different. Yeah, that's what I am convinced.
Krishna sir, I'm not getting your voice, sir. Hello, Krishna sir, I'm not getting your voice.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Vigneswaran sir. Really is a nice presentation, and the slides you have prepared is very nice.
Thank you, sir.
And almost you have been covered all the topics in cyber forensics. So we have in information technology and computer science final years also we have an elective paper.
Yes, sir.
As far as students are concerned, this presentation is very useful for teaching the fundamentals. So I think it's very useful. The slides you have been prepared is so amazing, and it's really thankful, sir. Thankful.
Thank you.
Thankful to you.
Much, sir. Thank you so much.
And regarding participants, okay, now I am sharing the link, feedback link in the chat box. So kindly kindly click on the link, and you can give your valuable feedback. So since this is the second day of our webinar series, we have one more day to go. That is on 20th. We have a final day on teaching employability skills. By Darshana Ranjit. She is currently working as a associate consultant in Tata Consultancy Services. She will be giving a session on 20th, the same time, 11 o'clock. So all participants, don't forget, please be connected in 11 o'clock on 20th, coming 20th. So after 20th, okay, I will be sent all the 3 days e-certificates to your mail ID. Those who have been completed all the sessions feedback. So for example, if you completed the first session, first day, that is, and last Thursday, we have been completed our first day of webinar, that is open educational resources. So if you fill on that particular feedback form, you will be receive the certificate. Similarly, if you fill all the 3 days feedback link, means you will be get individual 3 days 3 certificates to your mailbox. So that will be reached only after 20th. Okay, so we need to compile all your data and we need to process it. After 20th, within 2 days, within 22nd, you will be reach all the 3 days certificates, individual certificates to your mail inbox. Okay, so now I share today webinar feedback link to the chat box. Please click on it and give a valuable feedback. Thank you.
Sir, Krishna sir.
Yes, tell me, sir.
In chat box, I received one query. Dr. M. Vasumati madam, she asked the query which language suits security. Madam, it is not related to any of the specific language. Once the thing is, we can make use of any language for developing our security. security mechanisms, but only thing is the security mechanism what we are going to develop, it have to give the stronger security for safeguarding our own data. That is a vital role here. It is not related with any of the specific languages. And there are many simulation tools are available nowadays. All the simulation tools like what we have seen, the Snort and WebRoot, all these things they are using and present day situation for monitoring the attackers activities and the infected systems activity. I hope this you are Dr. Vasumati ma'am, you are clear with your my answers. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Krishna sir.
Thank you, sir. Shall we sign out today's session, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir. If there is no other queries, I will sign it, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
okay, thank you so much, sir.